When it works, it is beautiful in its simplicity and powerful in its experience. Your relationships become stronger. Not just you survive, you start to thrive. But we don't live in an ideal world, and sin never makes anything easy. So I've thought of, there's 5, I'm calling them fumbles. 5 fumbles that can cause us to stumble on the rhythm of reconciliation. We can fail to confront. We can fudge repentance. We can forget the purpose of the different things we're supposed to do. We can forgive therapeutically and not biblically. And we can focus on justice over grace. I think we can get through it. Okay, so let's start Matthew 18, starting at verse 21. This is the parable of the unmerciful servant. Peter came up to Jesus and thought he was doing this wonderful thing and said, Jesus, how many times should I forgive my brother? 7? 7 is the number of completeness. Jesus said, not 7, but 7 times 7. 77 at least. Stop counting before you get there. Jesus answered, I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servants. And he began the settlement. A man who owed him 10,000 bags of gold. In the original, it's 10,000 talents. Okay? 10,000 talents was owed. How much was a talent in Jesus' day? This is amazing. 1 talent could pay for a laborer's wages for about 20 years. So 1 talent, 20 years. 10,000, you could have 10,000 people working for you for 20 years. And that would be the debt that this man owed to his king. It was phenomenal. It was incomprehensible for most of us how much he owed. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered him and that he and his wife and his children and all that they had to be sold and to repay the debt. And the servant fell on his knees before him and he said, be patient with me, he begged, and I will pay you everything. The servant's master took pity on him and canceled the debt and let him go. But the servant went out and he found his fellow servant who owed him 100 silver coins. Literally, that was 100 denarii. A denarii was what you got paid for 1 day's work. So I want you to understand that.